Good morning, Crossroads. It is Tuesday, January 3rd, and it is a B day today. So we had a nice welcome back yesterday. Today's a B day, which means, blue, purple, your B day encores happen Excel. Reminders that this shouldn't be a reminder anymore. You need to be in class, in HAP. If you're in the hallways, you have a pass. Remember, this is the start of the school year and we have to get everything back in order and make sure that we're doing everything we need to. 8th grade students, a special announcement for you next week. On Monday, the high school is coming. I told you this was coming faster than you would even be able to blink an eye at. The high school counselors and assistant principals are coming, and they are coming to talk to you about course registration for the high school. There's a lot of information. I know that you had your opening sessions with our counselors, Mrs. Young, Mrs. McCarthy, and Mr. Dugan, and they came around and taught your classes and gave you an overview of what you need to do. But the high school will be coming. Now, this is your first impression on this high school. And the staff that will be working with you next year. So keep in mind that you have a lot of responsibilities coming up. There are a lot of things that you need to get in order. Your classes need to be in order. Your assignments need to be in order. They'll start doing reviews of grades and things like that and considerations for placements. So now is the time. It is January. It's usually the refresh month of the year. Refresh yourself, get yourself going. As we say this year, refresh, reconnect, and reimagine. Refresh yourself now and get everything set and ready to go. And 7th graders, as you're listening to this is going to be you next year. So it starts to get very, very real as you transition through these points in your life. You know, elementary school is a long amount of time. So you get to middle school and you think, okay, I'll be there for a little while. And then before you know it, off to high school you go. And then the next step is college. So just keep this in mind and know that these are important transitions. And remember, school, we're here to learn. School is for learning. This is a part of your life that, honestly, if I could, I would love to go back to it and sit in the seat and not deal with adult issues. But, enjoy it. Certainly enjoy it while you can, but also take it seriously and make sure you're putting your best foot forward. And that's for everybody. Okay, another announcement for today. Today in the library is game day. And this is happening during lunches. So here's the rules. Mrs. Ackerson says that the first thing that you need to do is eat your lunch in the cafeteria. When you are done, Mr. Bohm has a certain amount of passes. You can ask him for a pass. Once the passes are out, the passes are out. Then you will come down to the library during lunch, and there's a whole bunch of games that are available. You can play games in the library. And Mrs. Ackerson has made that available to you. And it's especially nice today because I think it's supposed to be raining. But first you have to be following directions in the lunchroom, sitting down, eating your lunch, and you only get the pass if there's enough passes. We're not extending it because there's only a certain amount of students allowed in the library. Okay, so today, not tonight, is game day. I'll look forward to popping in and seeing what games you're playing. I believe that is every other announcement. Please don't forget that for after-school activities, there are strict requirements. You are not allowed to stay on campus if you're not getting your work done during the day. So that'll be important for you to make sure you're upholding your daytime. School is for learning in order to stay after school. And Mr. Bohm has put together a cool list, Mr. Bohm and Mr. Michaels, of all the different games that you are allowed to stay for. Very soon that will be outside of SPS, not SPS, outside of D102 and down by the snack shack, so you can see if there happens to be a game this week that you're interested in staying for. And remember, everybody needs to leave campus by a parent or the late bus at 5 o'clock. There is no walking at night, period. Okay, that concludes the morning announcements. Please stand for the salute to the flag. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. You may be seated. Have a great day, Crossroads.